Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and beautiful exclusive. On Hope's birthday, Annika Noelle reflects on the shadow which has followed her around all of her life. On July 2, 2002, the character declared her independence. From her mother's womb, that is. Hope. Even before she made her debut on The Bold and the Beautiful, she was destined to be surrounded by drama. How could she not be, what with being the product of a fling between scandal magnate Brooke and, oh dear, her son-in-law, Deacon Sharp? That wasn't going to be a good look for anybody, much less the sexbot that archenemy Tiffany Forrester had infamously dubbed the slut from the valley. Got a hunch Deacon's then-wife Bridget thought up a few choice nicknames for Mom too, back in the day. Mind you, Hope turned out to be everything that Brooke wasn't. She was virtuous to the point of carrying unnecessary baggage, and devoted well past the point where it made any sense for her to stand by Liam Spencer. You mistook a mannequin for me? Seriously. And to date, unlike Mama, Hope has never accidentally mistaken a randy masked man for her significant other and stuffed him at a party. She has, however, developed a knack for lusting as hard as she loves. First, she made her fantasies about Thomas a risque reality, then she started showing her admiration for Finn by dreaming up scenarios in which she tore his clothes off. It's been exciting to play different aspects of her character and to paint with some different colors in the palette that I have as an actor, says Annika Noelle, who's been rocking the role since 2018. Here and there, the Emmy nominee has even been getting a chance to explore the complexities of her relationship with her mother and some of her past issues in regard to intimacy. Even her conception, she adds, was under a circumstance that created a shadow which has followed her around all of her life. Regardless of how like or unlike Brooke Hope may be, that's not to say that her life has been easy, or any less tumultuous than her entrance into this world was. As a matter of fact, if there's one area in which she's just like Brooke, it's in that they both attract trouble the way Liam does indecision. The sun shone brightly over Los Angeles, casting a golden hue on the sprawling Forrester estate. It was Hope Logan's birthday, a day usually filled with joy and celebration. Yet this year a shadow loomed over the festivities, a shadow that had haunted her all her life. Hope stood on the balcony, her eyes scanning the horizon. The distant waves crashing against the shore seemed to echo the turmoil in her heart. She took a deep breath, trying to center herself before the party began. Despite the elegant decorations and the promise of a perfect day, an unease settled over her. Annika Noelle, who brought Hope to life with every episode, sat in her trailer, reflecting on the character she had grown so close to. Playing Hope had been a journey through light and darkness, joy and heartbreak. Today's scenes were particularly poignant, and Annika felt a deep connection to the emotional weight of the storyline. As Annika prepared for her scenes, she couldn't help but think about the parallels between her life and Hope's. Both had experienced their share of challenges, but it was the shadow that intrigued Annika the most. What was this shadow that seemed to follow Hope everywhere, casting a pall over even her happiest moments? Hope's birthday brought together the usual suspects: her mother Brooke, her on-again, off-again love Liam, her rival, Steffi, and a host of family and friends. The Forrester mansion buzzed with activity as preparations were made, but even amid the laughter and chatter, an undercurrent of tension was palpable. Brooke sensed her daughter's unease. She approached Hope, wrapping her in a warm embrace. "Happy birthday, sweetheart," she whispered, her voice tinged with concern. Hope forced a smile. "Thanks, Mom. It's just, today feels different. There's something I can't quite put my finger on." Brooke's eyes softened. "I know it hasn't been easy, Hope, but you're strong and you've overcome so much. Whatever this shadow is, we'll face it together." As guests arrived, Hope tried to shake off her apprehension. She mingled, exchanged pleasantries, and accepted birthday wishes, but her mind kept drifting back to the shadow. It was a presence she had felt since childhood, an invisible weight that never fully lifted. Annika's reflections on Hope's life took her back to the early days of her character's journey. Hope had always been the embodiment of goodness and purity, but life in the soap opera world was never that simple. There were secrets, betrayals, and heart touches that chipped away at her innocence. The shadow, Annika realized, was not a single event but a culmination of all the trials Hope had faced. The party was in full swing when a hush fell over the crowd. Liam entered the room, holding a small, intricately wrapped box. His eyes met Hope's, and for a moment, everything else faded away. The complicated history they shared was evident in that gaze: love, loss, and a bond that defied explanation. Liam approached Hope, his expression earnest. "Happy birthday, Hope," he said softly, handing her the box. Hope hesitated before taking it. "Thank you, Liam." She carefully unwrapped the gift, revealing a delicate locket. Inside was a picture of Beth, their daughter, and a note that read, "No matter what shadows we face, love will always light the way." Tears welled up in Hope's eyes. She looked at Liam, her voice barely above a whisper. "It's beautiful. Thank you." Annika's mind wandered to the countless scenes where Hope had been on the brink of despair, only to find a glimmer of hope. It was in these moments that Annika felt the deepest connection to her character. Playing Hope had taught her about resilience and the power of love, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. The day wore on, and the party continued. Laughter and music filled the air, but Hope's mind was elsewhere. She slipped away to her favorite spot by the garden, a secluded nook where she often found solace. The flowers were in full bloom, their vibrant colors a stark contrast to the darkness she felt within. Annika's thoughts drifted back to her own experiences. She too had faced shadows in her life, moments of doubt and fear that seemed to overshadow everything else. But like Hope, she had found strength in the love and support of those around her. It was this shared journey that made playing Hope so meaningful. Hope sat on the garden bench, a locket clutched in her hand. She closed her eyes, letting the warmth of the sun wash over her. In the silence, she felt a sense of clarity. The shadow was a part of her, but it did not define her. It was the challenges and struggles that had shaped her into the person she was today, strong, compassionate, and full of love. Annika smiled as she imagined the scenes to come. Hope's journey was far from over, and there would be more shadows to face. But there would also be light, and in that light, Hope would find her strength. As the sun began to set, Hope stood up, a newfound determination in her eyes. She returned to the party, ready to face whatever came next. Surrounded by family and friends, she felt a surge of love and support. The shadow might always be there, but so would the light, and that was enough. Noelle stepped onto the set, ready to bring Hope's story to life once more. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the character she had come to love so dearly. In many ways, Hope's journey mirrored her own, a testament to the resilience and strength that lay within both of them. As the cameras rolled, Annika embraced the role with all her heart, knowing that Hope's story was far from over. Shadow might follow her, but with love and determination, Hope would continue to shine, no matter what the future held.